Hello there guys, Feng here and welcome back to Thea the Awakening. Okie dokie then, so it's been nearly a month since my last video. I do apologise for that. It's been really rough month for me. Shortly after I recorded my last Thea the Awakening session, I had to be rushed to hospital. It's okay, you know. It wasn't nothing too serious. Well, it wasn't at the time, but it's not now, so that's fine. It's all good. I'm high on meds at the moment, so that's fantastic. And I'm feeling a hell of a lot better. In fact, this is the best I've felt for a few weeks now, which is absolutely fantastic. Okay, so Thea the Awakening has now left early access. It has now been fully released, and it has had a few patches since, as well. As you can see, we're in version 1.0.1122. I'm still using the beta branch. I believe it is still the beta branch, I think, which is the reason why I'm still getting some of these updates. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to just show you some of the other stuff that's been changed. I don't think there's much of the options been changed. Oh yeah, voiceover volume, we've got that now, so that's quite nice. Other than that, there's not really much else to talk about, so we're going to just apply that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to start a brand new game. There's been a lot of overhauling, a lot of balancing, and it makes sense just to completely start a fresh game. So I'm going to do that. We're going to go ahead and just let that go. Okay, so it was like we were Zoiva last time, wasn't we? And we actually did a level up. That's fantastic. Wow. So what do we get for that? All your villagers get +1 to damage and +2 range damage. So they research faster. You know what? I might actually go ahead and take Velizia, or Velis, or whatever it's pronounced. It's a good idea. We'll go for gatherers. We're going to customize the difficulty. I think this is a new version that you might not have seen before. I actually can't remember if it was or not, but we'll see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go normal. We're going to have saves off. It is a roguelike after all. So we're going to keep that off. We're going to keep everything else. I think that one's going to go back to normal. Novice. Actually, no, we'll stick it. No, we'll stick it at novice. I only just got back into the game, so please bear with me. We're gonna go. Yeah, we're gonna stick with small, I think. In fact, if we go small and keep experience, that will give us a nice multiplier. So that's nice. It's just a 5% multiplier extra, so that's fine. That's fine. I'm completely happy about that. Let's play. Let's try to play. Here we go. Okie dokie then. I've actually really missed doing this. Really, I've missed making content for you guys. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and skip the tutorial. We know what to do. Yes, I am sure craft 10 baked goods and shit like that. Brilliant. Alright, so we've got our first research point. Fantastic. Yeah, for some reason the tutorial pops back up again, so that's bloody annoying. Let's have a look around. This is actually not a particularly great start. We don't have access to any wood from the get-go. Is this going to force me to use up a research point on trying to find wood? It might do. I don't really want to do that. Mind you, saying that though, we do research stuff a bit faster. We definitely need fuel as soon as possible. We're going to go ahead and merge these together. We're then going to go and start a new expedition. Yeah, all this UI is completely new. It's a lot better to navigate. Oh, go away. A hell of a lot better to navigate now. That's fantastic. Is that all the... Oh, God. I wish I could disable those. Really good. Okay. So, actually, that's still technically a fuel source, so we might be alright with just burning straw for a while. But we don't have many good gatherers. That's my main concern at the moment. In fact, these two haven't even got a skill. Good lord. That's not good, is it? Alright. So this might start off pretty rough. In fact, we might end up dying pretty early on with this setup. But we'll see. So I want to make sure we've got a decent gather with me going out with the expedition. I'm going to take my hunter. I don't know if I want to take any more sages or not. Well, they're not. And the sages? Am I right? No, craftsmen. Keep thinking of sages. Not sages at all. No. Gathering. Free gathering. I think the first thing I'm going to have to try and do is build some crafting tools. I'm just looking at the equipment as well and seeing what equipment. I mean, these two basically exactly the same equipment. Theoretically, I mean, Spike Club and not Spike Club. That one weighs less than that one for some odd reason. Oh, because it uses leather instead. That's actually pretty cool. Alright, let's go ahead and take you. So at least we've got a decent setup. Everyone is armed somewhat. Let's just take a look at the equipment we've got. That could have been a hell of a lot better. We've rolled pretty crap equipment, to be honest. So it can't be helped. That's just the way it is sometimes. Let's go ahead and take 46 of that. I think we might have to end up burning that dark wood by the look of it. For the first bit. I don't like the look of this at all. Alright, well, that's that done. So now we're going to focus on getting an expedition to go and get some wood. In fact, it'd be really ideal if I could. There is meat there, so that's actually not too bad. It's actually 2 lots of meat there. The question is can I gather it quick enough? That's the problem. We've only 4 gatherers, and technically you're not a gatherer. What do we need more than anything? More wood. So wood is the main priority. We'll try to get you. Let me swap that round a little bit. There we go. Now, can you help with the wood? Helping with the wood's not going to help. Helping that's not going to help. Yeah, it's not going to help much at all. I'll just keep the burn meat for the time being then. So 2 and 3, that's fine now. At least they'll at least get some wood before they run out of fuel, so that's good. Okay, now we need to focus on the gatherers. Okay, so we've got 3 main gatherers, so if we go there, and possibly there. Yeah, I think we'll do that. That seems pretty decent, although we might actually want to get you. That's not great, is it? I suppose that'll have to do. We've got two craftsmen though. I don't really need 2 craftsmen at the moment, so maybe I'll just get you over there. It's not a very effective use, but you know, for the time being, it's all we can do because we haven't got access to, well, basically anything at the moment. Let's go ahead and try and craft some stuff. Actually, if I make that the primary instead, let's see what we can make here. So we can make a reptile vest. It's not the best. That's a waste of malachite, I think. Yeah, I think we'll leave it as it is for the time being. I don't think we can even make cooked meals at this point, can we? Now, they did change the meals a little bit. You can no longer have vegetables as the secondary material, which is really weird, but yeah, it's no longer the secondary. It must be the primary material now instead. So that's just something to point out. It's worthwhile pointing out because a lot of the time you do end up getting vegetables. That's like your main kind of produce that you can find. It's the most common, I should say, really. So yeah, you need one of the more rarer materials as a secondary material. I think we'll do that for the time being. That means that one person isn't really doing anything, but that's fine. We still got this research point. I'm just thinking what we should probably. What should we do here? It's a really tough decision earlier on what to get. Well, we need gathering tools. Yeah, I think that's a definite. We are going to need gathering tools. So let's just have a look, see what we have and see what we need. Okay, we need straw, which we will be giving, but we could do with a better material than straw. Really, we could do a wicker, but I don't know. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and see if I can get lucky with the elven wood. Yeah. Did I get lucky? No. Bollocks. Yeah, you've now got a button here as well that shows the resource where it's been found. Obviously, it only shows at one point where it's been found. Actually, that's not too far, but we don't have enough. We just don't have the resources yet to be able to do anything with that. So I think we can just safely end like that. And once we get the straw that we need, we should be golden. I think I might want to go ahead and stop use of that and just use the dark wood instead. For now. We'll do it again. Okay, so one of our children have already grown up. That's good because we need more workers. Hopefully they'll have a decent gathering trait. How's it going? Aha, yes! Fantastic. That's great news. Now I'm going to go ahead and just twiddle these around a little bit like so. That's better-ish. That's great. That's fantastic. That's now going to go every turn, and that's going to go every turn. Fantastic. Well, it's taken a lot of manpower to do this. A lot. Hey, at least we can do this now, so let's go ahead and do that. We can do this and do that. That's philosophical to me, isn't it? Oh, we need wood. Shit, that's the only problem now. We need a catalyst. That's why we need the normal wood for. Bollocks. We might actually be screwed here because a lot of these recipes do need wood or coal. Not looking great, is it? But I think what we could do now, though, is actually make some cooked meals, which we should definitely do. Make sure that's there, make sure that's there. And we got no wood to do it with. Oh dear. Yeah, we need to basically just focus on wood with our expedition 1, really. We're giving decent amounts of wood, not brilliant amounts. This is going to end up being an extremely slow start. Extremely slow. We might actually rely on fighting to get experience and research points at this point. We'll give it a while and just see what happens. There we go. And there we got our first encounter. I thought the sound is on. That's fine. Okay, we won the challenge. Vojmir got damaged. That's to be expected. Okay, let's see. I'm just debating whether I should move. Alright, we'll leave it at that for the time being. This is pretty tricky actually. Without that bloody wood. Got very unlucky with the placement. Very unlucky. Yeah, we are burning that. Don't burn that. Just burn that for the time being. That's fine. Just burn that. Since we are doing it, we are getting 7 per turn. Just burn that, and we should be okay for the time being. Right. Let's just see how much wood we actually have now. 62. You know what? I can live with that. So let's go ahead and move over here. Let's merge. Okay. So now that we've got the wood, we can now go ahead and start making some crafting tools, which we desperately need at this point. So there we go, got wood there. We haven't got an awful lot of other stuff. I mean, that's only going to give us 2. That's going to give us 1. It's poor tools. Very poor tools. On the plus side, though, at least we're going to get a little bit of research from this. So I think I'm going to make 2 of the better gathering tools for the time being. So let's do that. I'm going to need you for that. So you get cracking on that. It's going to take 5 turns. Okay. While we're at it, let's go ahead and let's make some food. That's biogas. That's biogas still. At least that's a decent amount of food for that. So let's go ahead and do that. 10 should do. I don't know if I should. Should I? Shouldn't I? No, I'll leave it at that. Now we need to reform the expedition, which won't take long, since we know which we are taking, as well as what we are going to take. So we're going to make sure we've got 25 turns worth of fuel. Make sure we've got a decent amount of food. So we'll go with 44 of those, 16 of those, and 36 of those. That's literally one off. Let's change that to 45. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do nicely. I think we'll be okay with that. Alright, let's just have a quick look and see what else we got. I mean, there's herbs there as well. That would be really useful. There's no one. Everyone's working, so go away. Don't tell me that there's no one working, because there is. Alright. Let's... I mean, we could just look around and see if we can find anything else at this point. We could do a string, possibly some metals. Might even be worth just checking out some of these ruins and see if we can get anything nice from them. So let's go ahead and do that. Do we get anything nice? Oh, skeletons. God damn it. On the plus side, we did get some nice stuff. We got a citrine axe, some meat, and some materials. That's good. That's really good. I'm just going to go ahead and manage the supplies. Let's not burn that. Okay, so that could have gone better though, to be honest. It's also dark, which is not the best time to really explore like this, but oh, there's fruit there. That might be worthwhile just sticking. Oh, is that? Oh, that's mushrooms as well. Holy shit, and veg. Well, we don't actually need veg, so that's not that big of a deal, really. But I think what we'll do is we'll search this, and again, skeleton with a rat. Ooh, and that's not good. A lot of cool stuff, though. Yes, I know how wounding works. Go away. So we'll set up camp here. We'll go ahead and start gathering. Let's just see what we can get. Well, we definitely need more wood. So that's one of the main priorities. Let's just go ahead and maybe just stick with mushrooms for the time being, since that's going to be easy to gather. Oh, come on. Are you going to do this to me? 2 turns each. Whatever. Suppose it will do. We are going to gain experience next turn. Crazy bees. That's fine. Great, begin the celebrations! Yay! And we have more folklore. It's got more folklore. Fantastic. I've noticed that the hanging men event that used to happen around between turn. What was it? Between turn 10 and 25, something like that. That's no longer that early no more. You don't always get that. You're not always going to guarantee to be getting that early. So that's just something to bear in mind. That was something I always thought was weird. That you was always basically guaranteed that event. It's no longer the case no more, so that's good. That's actually some really nice stats there. That's going up, especially strength. I just wished it was some gathering. That would make more sense at this point in time. Hey, and we did level up. Fantastic. We've got some more crafting tools. I keep calling them crafting tools and gathering tools. Now the question is, do I really need them here? Not really. I don't really need. And none of these really need gathering tools, because obviously we've only got two lots of materials being done, and we're already gaining on once a turn anyway. So that's okay. That's perfectly fine. So really, we'll keep that for the expedition team. In fact, we might even be lucky and send someone else out with the expedition team as well. Alright, do we start crafting yet? Probably not. Sport for you really are sport for choice this early on. I think Since we've got plenty of this anyway, that's not too big of a deal. I think we might try and go for string, try and go for spider silk or vines. I think vines are a bit easy to acquire than spider silk, but we are going to need quite a lot of stuff. Same with leather, actually. It's a shame that these starting ones don't show you a place where you can find them. You know, just one place where you can find them. It's a bit weird that. Still tempted to try and get all these woods just to see if one will spawn in my shelter, in my, you know, my town. Maybe I should go for wicker. No, we'll go for spider silk. Right, so well, it's not close by, so that's a bugger, isn't it? It's actually it's not too far, but it's far enough. I believe that's the best way to put that. It's far enough. Okay, let's check. Let's see what we've got here. So we've still got plenty of wood. It might be wise just to go and go straight for that elf wood. Actually, no, because we've got gathering tools, haven't we? We'll stay here for a bit longer, and we'll gather some supplies, and then we'll go back. We'll get the gathering tools, and then we should be ready to do whatever. Then we've got 3 in shielding, 7 damage. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and just swap you with that. Blunt damage. I can't remember how if blunt damage has been balanced or not. I think that's the correct term because it was quite overpowered. I don't know if it's been balanced or not. Saying that, you might as well take that because it's shielding. I did have a little go earlier on the laptop, and I try instead of focusing on the bludgeoning, I actually focused on one-handed swords and shields, and that seemed to work out pretty well actually. A lot of my townies were not getting damaged at all, so maybe it did get balanced in that respect, but we'll see. Okie dokie. Let's see what we got here. Oh yeah, we still need that being sorted, don't we? You know what, maybe I will get you to do that instead. Yeah, I may as well. May as well get 2 on the rip. There we go. We've got more gatherer's tools, fantastic. Hey, brilliant. So we did the quest, which was getting the cook food. 1 building. Right. I don't know if we can actually do that because of the lack of wood. Yeah, we lack a lot of wood. That's what we need is wood. Such an important resource, and it's just a shame that we just know it's just nowhere nearby. I mean, maybe that might be one of the rare woods, possibly. It's very hard to tell sometimes, though. Oh, we can actually see another mushroom patch there. That's interesting. Let's just see how we're doing here. We've got 54 wood. You know what? I think we should be okay. Let's go ahead and go back. I want to try and get the elf wood as soon as possible, so that we can start cracking on with building decent buildings. But of course, we do need to make sure we have enough to, at the very least, make stuff. Basic stuff. I mean, we still haven't got enough to make a basic pasture. Well, we have, actually. I'll tell a lie. We have got enough. It's not going to be a huge amount now. 1 food, 2 humans. That's possible to attract. Actually, could we change that with that? Would that change things a bit? Yeah, actually, it will give us more research points, which... I'm actually... I don't know, shall I? Yeah, go on, we need the research points. Let's do it. Fuck it, let's do it. There we go. We need the research points, so it needs to be done. If you notice there as well, when a crafter has finished their task, they will actually go ahead and queue on to the next task that's available. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool indeed. Alright, can we go ahead and make some more gathering stuffs? Ooh, we might have to make a good one now. If we're lucky. We can. Fantastic. I really wished I got wicker now. But there's not much you can do about that. Yeah, let's go for it. There we go. So that's your job now, you can do that. Okay, so let's go ahead and equip our expedition team with the stuff. We are burning that. No, we only want to burn that. Okay, so where is our expedition team? Well, there's one. Now, the question is, can they carry on? Yes, they can. Fantastic. So you can carry that. You can't carry that. You can carry that. Is there anything else we got here that people can carry? Not really. Alright, that's fine. That's fair enough. Let's go ahead and create the expedition. I was going to try and text someone else from me, wasn't I? But I don't think it's worth it yet. Not until they get a better gathering, or at least we get some more tools. Which is a bit annoying because we could do with it. Alright, let's go for it. Oh, I haven't had no food. Stupid me. We haven't got no fuel either. In fact, let's not use that. Let's use this. How many turns will this last? One? Really? One straw? That's actually pretty damn good. Didn't realise that. I actually thought it would take more straw to do that. It is straw, isn't it? Yeah. I thought it would take more straw than that. That's interesting. So, technically, I suppose we have got a fuel source that's sustainable, but it's not good for crafting. Well, technically it is, but it's not great, you know. It can't be used as a catalyst for most things, so. But that's interesting. I was kind of worrying for nothing then. Silly me. Right, let's go for that. Let's go for that, actually. My best off adding a bit more than that. Let's go for 83 instead. There we go. I've got some meat as well, so let's go ahead and add that. Maybe a few mushrooms just for a nice varied diet. There we go. Fantastic. That's going to give us plenty of room for manoeuvre. Okay, let's have a look. So we still got the elfin wood over there. There was spider silk. Which one's going to be the more important one to go for at this point? Probably the elven wood. Tell you what, I'm going to put a quit in here while I debate, and I'll see you next time.